Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. From the Popcorn Talk Network, the online broadcast network for movie talk, and the schmoes know, this is Box Office Breakdown. Information and commentary on weekly movie box office.
Yes, it is.
No,
You're
it's
a
not.
liar. I'm finding it. All of these are on Google, and it's not you. Hi.
What we were discussing off air is a fan of mine has a license plate with the number on with name Finstock on it.
But it doesn't say Finstock. It says Finstack.
Yeah,
and
because I have Finstock
and I
on mine.
Googled Finstack, and it comes up with like a Dota 2 Sing Sing kidnaps the Fins. Like, it's a thing.
Listen,
it's like a game.
Yeah, but here's the deal. You can put anything into Google and something will come up.
You don't come up.
It's because listen, I have it on my license plate, Finstock, the real way it's spelled. That guy probably couldn't get that done, so he did that.
Oh, you do come up when I change it to an O.
See? Poof.
Darn it. Did you know you have a village in the UK?
Well, yeah.
I have a town in the UK.
Yeah. What your grandfather does?
No, Stretton. It's like a town.
Well, Stretton, Pennsylvania, too.
Oh. Do you have a town?
If there's a Tapia, it's probably in South America somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you guys, welcome to Box Office Breakdown on the Popcorn Talk Network. We are going to be talking about this weekend's box office. I got 5 for 5. Go me again.
What is happening?
And
I don't know what's happening with that.
Right
I was
in the
like,
world.
God damn it. Somebody tweeted me like, Sarah got 5 for 5. And I'm like, I don't know how that
Someone
happened.
tweeted Roxy, and Roxy told me. And I was
Yeah.
quite excited.
She's the bridge to you.
You got 5 out of 5. She's like Ronda Rousey this weekend.
Yeah,
she's
she
just
is.
laying
Man,
people
Ronda
out.
Rousey smoked that Brazilian chick.
She smoked her.
I read that out of like the 100 fights she's had, she spent like 25 minutes total in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, the last 2 fights are like
so quickly.
The last fight was 14 seconds. This one was like 38 seconds.
34. I would probably only last 34 seconds with Ronda too, but in the bed, obviously.
Oh gosh,
So
we are going to talk about.
Where were you?
I was in
You got a
Texas.
little color.
Where were you? You were in Texas.
I was in Texas,
Yeah.
like you just said.
Yeah.
Good job.
What's up with the black and blues on your arm? Did you get beat down or something?
No, I have a bruise on my arm.
From what?
I went floating, which is the best thing in the world.
Floating.
I highly recommend it.
What the hell?
Well, why were you in Texas, first of all?
I was in Texas for a bachelorette party.
Ooh,
I
let's hear
saw
about
the
that.
bruise, and I
Woohoo.
thought maybe the male stripper got a little out of control.
Yeah. Did you do the dancing? The dancing bears weren't there, were they? You know those guys with the bears on their head.
There might have been some dancing bears.
There was a dancing bear there? Wow.
I don't know. It's a little fuzzy.
Those guys are the best.
Anyway, no, but floating down the river in inner tubes with lots of beer. It's quite fun.
Wow, just you and a bunch of chicks?
And everyone else on the river.
Was there a lot of people there?
Yeah. It's like a very popular thing to do there.
What did you have a bikini on?
You're in a river. Yes.
Nice.
Anyway, we are
could've
going
been a
to
One
get
Piece.
to the top five.
That's a valid question.
Well, yeah. Well, One Pieces are great too. I mean, yeah. Those One Pieces are fantastic. They're actually sexier sometimes than a
you
bikini.
can wear the one piece, and
do.
we will move on. Before we go, I have to announce the other winners who also got 5 for 5
Yeah.
with me. Thank you, Dylan, for writing these out. We have everyone from Frankie Segura, Ryan Thompson, Amur Albana, Jay Karpman, Ethan Sunkus, Christian Lane Robinson, Andrew Curtis, I can't remember, read my own writing. Marcine Krolak, Danielle Quillen-Benko, and Trey White. Also on the 5 for 5 is Philippa Perch, who got 5 for 5 and was less than a million off for the vacation numbers.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you took mine because I was right on that. What was I? 3 for 5? I was 3 for 5.
I was 4 for 5.
Ant-Man underperformed a little bit, I thought.
Beat you.
Oh, yeah. Danielle.
And-
what's in the girl's name? Daniela what? Squashenbachler? What is it?
Danielle Quillen-Benko.
Oh, yeah. She's the best.
Quillen-Benko.
She's the best.
She's the best.
Also, Kristen Sliberto is back, getting
Nice.
almost like 56 million for
So she
her
got it
Mission Impossible.
right
yes.
on the nose.
That's pretty damn good.
Perfect. Lots of winners this week to make up for last week, in which we all didn't do so well.
Yeah, and we're not live again, but we will be.
Yeah, can I just say, I was 4 for 5. The difference was I took Southpaw at number 5, which came out, I believe, at number 7.
Yeah.
And it was only... number 7. It was only like $2 million off. So it was a pretty close.
Yeah, but $2 million is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I guess.
When it gets down
and
to
box
4 and 5
office
and
numbers,
6.
I don't know, but Pixels did, like I said, drop off. I said it was going to drop close to 60%, and it did.
Let's get into
I just thought
that.
Southpaw would do
Pixels,
better.
the actual number dropped off is 57%, which is still huge. It went down to $10.4 million, barely maintaining a spot in the top 5. Number 4 went to Minions with 12.15, dropping 47%. That's compared to the Ant-Man, which brought in 12.6. So very close there. That one dropped 49%. And then our second and first spots both go to new releases. Vacation coming in at number 2 with only 14.8
Told you.
at 3,400 theaters, whereas Mission Impossible brought in $56 million this week. So good job, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, so look at this. There was one big winner, one big loser this weekend. The big winner being Mission Impossible.
Okay.
I think a lot of people were worried, especially in Tom Cruise camp, because of Edge of Tomorrow, which even though it was a really good movie, did not do good in the box office.
No.
I think it pulled half of this opening weekend. Now, I'm glad this movie did good because I love Mission Impossible. I thought this one is just as good, if not as good, as Part 4. I think this is Tom Cruise, like I said, flagship franchise, and they already announced Part 6 is going to production probably next year.
Oh, absolutely.
But the loser, I mean, I had Vacation at number 2, but I did not think, I thought I was going to make more than this.
I had it at number 3. I thought Ant-Man was going to beat it. That's why I didn't go 5 for 5.
Okay, did you think, I mean, here's the
I'm
thing.
going to bring in some. I didn't think it was going to be... I thought it was going to be in top 5. Obviously, it didn't make the numbers that a lot of people predicted. When this movie was first being proposed, being talked about, people were estimating anywhere from 25 to 35.
Yes.
And then reviews come out and people hate it.
Yeah, did not do
That's
good.
aggressive.
I mean, look, the trailers when they first come out were very funny. But there is, like I said, reviews will kill this thing. I thought they should have showed a little more of Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo
that would have been good.
Just for the renaissance of it all. Bottom line, Ed Helms is not a major motion picture movie star. He's a background player. He's not Will Ferrell. I don't know. I didn't like the casting here. I think whether it's Ed Helms, then go with a different chick. Whether it's Christina Applegate, go with a different guy. That's what I thought.
I don't know if the casting's good either.
Yeah,
but
I didn't
that's
see it.
not
Did
my
you?
loser of the week. No, my loser of the week is going to Paper Towns.
Oh, yeah.
Which it was a loser in its first week.
It was.
But just looking at the track record for Paper Towns, like they must have had so much hope that first day, bringing in what was it, 12?
Well, people were saying that this was going to do high 20s, including me.
Yeah, that's right.
And now it's already dropping down to the 8th spot, bringing in only less than $5 million. This is supposed to be between indie and commercial darling. People were saying fine things about it, and it's just flopped. Failed.
Well, I feel like when you're gonna do a movie like that, you need somebody who's an up and coming star, someone who has at least some kind of pull.
Yeah, right now, Shailene Woodley.
Right now, I cannot name one person in this movie.
Cara Delevingne, she's the one.
I know her.
She's all this publicity about her.
Yeah, she's slapping people. She's a lesbian and everything else.
No,
I never heard of her.
How does that have anything to do with it? I would say more like what's actually against her is she went on that interview show.
Yeah.
She was interviewed for. Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
And about Sacramento, and they said she was just really off-putting.
She's not a nice person.
If anything, that helped her because I don't think I would have heard of her even less if that didn't happen.
I think that she does have a very big crowd. Like if you know if you are a Taylor Swift fan, you pretty much know who she is.
I know who Taylor Swift is.
What?
I might not be a big fan of her.
You know what Taylor Swift is?
I know who she is.
Yeah, she got her belly button replaced.
Yeah, I don't know who this girl is, and I don't know anyone else in the movie. You need somebody, at least, even if they're not a huge star, someone that's up and coming.
Yeah, this guy.
And I don't think this girl's enough of that to pull in no audience.
Supposedly, she's in a lot of people want her in their movies.
Well, now she's in Suicide Squad too.
High demand.
Well,
she's cute, but I mean, I don't think she's the it girl.
And she's not even the star of the movie.
No.
Well, we'll find out. So we talked a little bit about how horrible Pixels is. Minions still staying on there, probably going to be gone next week.
No, still
No,
nothing
you think
out.
it's still going to say that? You got Shaun the Sheep.
That guy's an idiot.
We'll get into that. Also, Ant-Man staying in there with the 3.
Yeah.
We talked about Vacation. We talked about Mission Impossible.
Yeah, but not enough about Mission Impossible.
You want to talk more about Tom Cruise?
I mean, look, the word of mouth helped this big time.
Yes.
81% of the audience were over 25.
Yep.
So if you can make 56 million with not getting kids there, you're doing something right. And that's a big deal for this guy. And Tom Cruise, regardless of what you say about him, Scientology, his belief system, and whether or not he hires these girls to date him and things like that, the guy's a bona fide movie star and is dedicated to his craft and puts on a good show and promotes the shit out of movies.
I was looking at, also, he is into the producing realm as well.
Yep.
And Mission Impossible, the first Mission Impossible, was the first movie that he helped produce with his production company.
Okay.
Him and his agent went out on this adventure, and they've done so well. On top of that, if you do look at his record, I have it here somewhere, he has something like 15 movies that have made over 100 million domestically, and he has something like, I think it's like 20 or 21 that have made over 200 million worldwide.
And he still makes tons
That's
and
just
tons.
consistently putting
He's a bona
out.
fide movie star.
He's one of
Huge
those
franchise
people. I
films.
feel like every time I go see one of his movies, I'm gonna get my money's worth. I feel like he even said that in interviews. Like, if I want to make sure if you're going to the movies and I'm in it, you're gonna leave there, fully satisfied. Listen, not every movie you make's gonna be great, but I will never. It's never him. That's the problem.
He cares about what he does. It's never him. It's just like Denzel. It's never Denzel's fault. It's going to be somebody else's fault.
Like Night and Day was a film that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate.
That was after the couch jumping, and that was really when he was going bananas.
True, and
And after, there was some company that like disowned him, wasn't it Paramount?
Oh, they broke off their ties.
Yeah,
like,
because
they
they're
used
like,
to
this
be
guy's a nut.
Yeah.
The bottom line, what really happened with Tom Cruise is, before the couch jumping incident, he fired this publicist that he was working with
for a long time.
for his whole life.
Yep.
And they would come into the green rooms and be like, do not keep to the topic, ask him these questions, because they knew his personality. If you start asking him off-topic questions, he starts going bananas, and that's exactly what happened. So when she left him, there was nobody to, help guide him. Okay. So that's when he went crazy. And now he's got people back there that were like...
going through weird Scientology and other things.
Yeah, but he was doing that the whole time. But the thing is, the publicist said, if you ask those questions to him, you'll never have him on here again, and you'll never work in the business again. So they couldn't ask him these questions.
When he was younger, Tom Cruise was almost a Catholic priest.
That's right. Yeah.
He went to seminary school and almost became a Catholic priest.
That fuels that rumor, though. That fuels rumors.
What fuels rumors? What are you talking
who goes into
about?
The priesthood fuels rumors.
Okay.
I think he has enough rumors to talk about. But what we can say is that he brings in money in the box office. There were a lot of talk in talking about movies, was talking about how Terminator has done horrible, bringing in like less than 100 million. Then you have, and that's obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Then you have Adam Sandler just failing with Pixels. These men have been huge movie stars on their own, and Tom Cruise keeps igniting his star. Part of that, I think, that right now the push away from him being a little bit crazy, more towards but he's an adrenaline junkie. He does his own stunts. They've pushed so much of that for this film and for the last one that he is really going out there and doing everything.
He did 6 minutes underwater again, like I said last week. It's impossible.
Here's another thing. It's a successful franchise. Much like Stallone would do in the 80s. He had Rocky and Rambo.
Yep.
He had, this movie didn't do very good.
Yeah.
Time to pump out another Rocky.
Yep.
Oh, this movie failed. Let's do it another Rambo. He has not had a lot of hits lately outside of the Mission Impossible, and I feel like
that's the thing, though. I don't think S.H. Tomorrow didn't do that well. It still made over 100 domestic. It didn't open strong, but it didn't plummet.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I just remember it not doing anywhere near as good as the studio was hoping it would do.
Sure.
And I'm just saying, like, outside of Mission Impossible, the last few films have done great, but this is like, it's a safety net. This is a hit franchise, and it's coming off. Part 4 was the most profitable one until maybe this one.
I just wish they stop, casting Simon Pegg.
Oh, I like him in the movies. You don't like him?
It's bad humor.
All right.
And Renner's toast.
Let's talk about the international markets a little bit.
Softball.
So, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation debuted to an estimated 65 million, and that was led by Korea's 17.1 million.
They're coming up. They're doing good stuff.
Which it was the second largest opening weekend of this year for a foreign film behind the Avengers sequel, with a 121 million global launch, this new chapter will try and reach the heights of Ghost Protocol, which ended with nearly 700 million worldwide.
A lot of money.
Yes, but it is on track. Probably.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is a big international star. Even bigger over there. They don't care about his religion or whatever the hell he else
That
does.
is what the money is. Rogue Nation will launch in Germany and Japan next weekend, and the red hot Chinese market will see its release on September 8th.
I wonder if that's a play on words, red hot, since they're communist over there.
They're right.
That's a really long time. They have to wait a month to get this movie.
I know.
Yeah,
That
because they want to
hurts.
get everything else out of there.
Jurassic World's probably still destroying over
If you
there.
think about it, like when... What was it? Jurassic World opened in China really quickly, didn't it?
Pretty quickly, yeah.
And that helped it reach its billion-dollar marks, its record-breaking mark so quickly. And yes, this isn't in that caliber, but it's still extending its numbers.
I think they had that month already where you couldn't have any American movies in their theater, or it's coming close to that.
Maybe, but they don't get this till September 8th. China was by far the biggest international market for Ghost Protocol, bringing in 101 million, and that was followed by the 69 million of Japan and 51 million in South Korea.
He's huge in Asia.
He's huge in Asia.
Wow.
I'm waiting for you to make a short comment, but it's not happening.
No. Well, I can't make it. I can't make fun of Tom Cruise. I can't do it. He's great.
Are you scared of him?
Yeah, I'll probably kick my ass, but I mean, he's just great, though. I mean, everything he does is good. I like his movies.
I always say he's like America's Jackie Chan.
Yeah, he's charismatic.
Because, like, he does all his own stunts. Yeah, it's not martial arts like Jackie Chan, but he just does the craziest things, and it's not a stunt double. He's actually, like...
I was
doing
ready
stuff.
to never see Tom Cruise again before Edge of Tomorrow.
Why? Because of the...
What?
I went
jumping?
into Edge of Tomorrow, yes, because of all of the shenanigans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went into Edge of
European
Tomorrow
guys don't care about
preparing to just, like, hate it and be like, okay... This is the final straw. I'm done. And then I liked it. And part of the reason I think I liked it because he got beat up so many times.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm always able to detach myself from that. Like, I've never, even when he was at his crazy bonkers, I never really brought it into the movie.
I thought it was entertaining. I mean,
it
look,
was.
I didn't turn my back on Mel Gibson.
I didn't turn my back on Mel Gibson.
I mean, look at just watch Apocalypto.
I gave him tries.
Apocalypto is a fantastic movie.
Such a good movie. If you guys haven't seen it,
I have
go
seen it.
The guy's
watch
legit,
it.
and there's a couple other guys who've done some crazy stuff. But I mean, hey,
There's tons.
I wish he would direct more. I wish Mel Gibson would direct more.
yeah. Well, look, I mean, Tom Cruise, like Mark stated on the Thursday show, they wouldn't let him do some of these stunts. The insurance companies, he fired their insurance company and found one that would let him do it. Mm-hmm.
It brought in
that's
a ton
dedication to a
of
movie.
money. Also, in the international market, Minions led the rest of the pack internationally with 39.1 million. So that's lifting its foreign total to 567.3 million. And the Chinese hit Monster Hut
It's a
followed.
big deal. It's a big
No
deal.
idea what this is, but
huge
it's
deal.
a Chinese hit, and it's called
There's
Monster
a
Hut.
monster, and they do some hunting. That's
And
probably
it's
it.
Monster Hunt, followed with 27 million for a 279 million total.
It is-
Don't know what that is.
It is breaking records in China right
Yeah,
now.
it is.
Like, destroying records.
Yep.
I saw the trailer.
Are you gonna see it?
It doesn't look good to me.
It's probably amazing.
It's like the old day ancient Asia, and they find these little monsters, and he like raises the monster, but at the same
They're
time,
cheap,
there's
they
like
love those things over there.
people hunting these monsters, and the CG
American studios are taking this movie and just
Yeah.
dissecting it.
It's
We
like-
are going to see its sequel.
It's like
Or
Gremlins
the American
meets
version.
Pokemon. It's like
Yeah.
Gremlins meets Pokemon, and the CGI is not great.
They
I
don't
mean,
care.
it
tell
does,
you.
but I don't.
There's probably so much smoke in the theater from cigarette smoking they can't even see the screen. Those guys are amazing over there.
I mean, I don't know why this movie is destroying. Obviously, it's doing really well. It's breaking every record in China. I saw the trailer because I was like, man, this thing might be freaking amazing if it's breaking every record. And I saw it, and I'm just like, I would not go see this.
Yeah, China's looking for
But
American
guess what?
writers.
You're going to have to, because if it's doing well in China, we're going to be making one very similar.
It's 300 million.
Look, China's looking for American writers to go over there and write screenplays and teach them how to write screenplays.
We should do it.
I think I'm going to go over there.
Yeah, let's go.
Next thing you know, I'll be the king. I'll be right next to a statue next to Mao Zedong.
Oh gosh. Let's talk about Ant-Man. The Disney
Okay.
Marvel venture took fourth with 20 million to push its international total to 159.5 million, edging Sony's Pixels with 19.8 million for 56 million foreign total. So Pixels is making some money overseas.
Not much.
Not much, but it is more than here. Disney's Inside Out earned $17.8 million for $272.7.
Still doing strong.
International total.
They're up to like $600 million global now. That's a pretty good take.
It is a long-running movie. That is the international market. That is the domestic market for the weekend. So we can move on to an international game. So maybe I can win again.
Break out the Rosetta Stone, because it's time for the international title game.
Al esfuerzo y al heroísmo de una revolución, no los queremos.
I saw 2 new moves.
Yes.
There was some swimming, and what were you doing?
I was doing.
There was like a Pokeball happening.
This week, Castro was talking about your weekend swimming and water rafting.
Yes, it was.
He talks about very topical things on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was like that booty dough.
What do we have a theme this weekend? What is happening in with our games?
Yeah, now we're gonna go. Yeah, Monster Hunt.
Really?
Yeah.
It's called Monster Hunt.
Yeah, no.
I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't say what I'm gonna say. All right, it's Tom Cruise.
Of course.
All from China. They love him over there.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of looks Chinese a little bit, Tom Cruise, sometimes.
What are you talking
I agree.
Yeah,
What?
he does.
Sometimes,
so?
yes.
He's got like that. He's got that complexion.
What are you
I don't know. It's a feeling.
Is it like Botox? What kind of like puts his eyes?
No, it's just like a feeling. It's like an essence.
Yeah, there is. There's a Chinese essence in Tom Cruise.
Okay.
That's for sure.
I did see Last Samurai, but that was Japan.
Yeah. That was Japanese, though. Samurai's Japanese.
Yeah, I know. As I said, it was Japan.
Yeah. Hey, it's
Okay. Please continue before we
I'm
get
saying he was the Last Samurai. So
targeted.
He was. Interview with a Vampire.
Ooh.
You know, when him and Brad Pitt were hooking up with the underage chick.
Didn't that have like a really, really long title though?
No,
Yes, it was. No, it was a very
there
long
was
title.
like a semicolon.
Yes, there was.
It was like interview with a vampire, like blah 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 diaries.
Yes, exactly.
Or something.
Yeah, that's what it
Okay.
was. But in
If you say so.
China, it's called Interviews Suck.
Huh.
That can't be true. Keep going.
They have an interview and vampires suck, don't
Yeah,
they?
interviews suck.
Okay.
Wink, wink. Okay, go ahead.
A Few Good Men,
Good movie.
Officers, and Magic. Okay.
Makes no sense.
Tropic Thunder.
Little trouble runner.
Oh yeah, that was his fat
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah.
Dan-
It was
I was
great.
like, was he in
Les-
that
he was
movie?
Les Grossman.
Lex Grossman, yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you take tomorrow off? No.
No.
And-
Beep yourself.
Yeah. Flaming Dragon. It's called Camera Cry.
Camera cry.
Camera Cry. I mean, Stiller was crying in the beginning.
Yeah, he kind cry. Yeah, I get
Jack
it.
Black was crying all the time.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. cried.
I just
the other
rewatched
idiot
it.
cried.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
Vanilla Sky.
Okay.
Flagrant Herb Day. Or Herb, however you want to say it. Flagrant Herb Day.
I have like so many doubts about so many of these.
I know, they all
Okay.
sound bad.
They all
Interview-
sound awful.
Okay, we'll
Go through
rewind.
them. Go
Interview
through
with a
them.
vampire.
I only have 4. Oh, we only do 4.
Wow. I have another
That's a
one.
long weekend.
It was a lot.
Interview with a Vampire. Interviews suck. A Few Good Men. Officers and Magic.
It doesn't make any sense.
Tropic Thunder. Camera Cry. Vanilla Sky. Flagrant. Herb Day.
This one's hard because I
is
actually
tough.
think he's seen all these movies, and sometimes
I have
I'm
to,
like,
I would
well, I
check
know
every
he's
Tom Cruise
only,
movie.
yeah, but normally on your list, I'm like, oh, there's no way he's seen this movie, so he came, like, he
Yeah,
didn't come out with
90%
this
of them.
one.
90% of
But
them.
this one, I actually think you've seen all of them, so I think you could make up a title for every single one.
That's correct.
This is one of the hardest ones.
Is this one of those ones where it's like there's only one actual true one? Are there 3 true ones?
There are always 3 true ones.
I feel like you're joking.
God, this is tough. I'm going to say interviews suck. I just can't wrap my head around that actually
Okay.
being the title. See the way you said it now, I don't want to go with it. Hold
Okay.
on.
Nope, you said it. You went that way. Oh gosh. Camera Cry. Camera cry.
That works too. I mean,
He just talked so much about it. Like,
Yeah.
he defended that title for so long.
Okay.
He was like, this person cries and that person cries.
I don't think anyone's gonna get it right this week. Engineer.
Well, I'll actually go with A Few Good Men, Officers and Magic.
Yeah, see, that was the one I was wrestling with.
Watch, we're all going to be wrong.
All right, did one of us get it right?
Yes.
Oh.
Eliminate one of us.
Oh,
JT, you are eliminated.
Jesus, I can't win anymore. Jesus.
And so's the engineer, Sarah. She won.
What is happening?
Camera
What
guy.
is she
I don't know what the hell she's
bribing
doing.
you? What's happening?
I think she's like looking through my window when I write on my computer or something. I'm not really sure what she's up to.
She's on a winning streak like I've never seen before.
Unless she's found the Chinese website that I get my stuff off of.
I told you exactly what my reasoning was.
It was pretty good. Well, you're reading through me now.
This
a little bit.
Yeah.
We gotta
Yes.
like put like a veil here or
I know.
something.
Eventually, I
We need to
will.
find a box.
It's like,
called-
like one of those old school like
Yeah.
dating shows.
Yeah,
Like,
just
person number one.
Yeah.
we have you go in the booth and just be like,
Where can I? When is
Man.
it acceptable for a man to wear Speedos on the beach?
I want to know, am I catching up?
you gotta be
Am I
close,
catching
man.
up?
It definitely
You gotta
close.
be close. I
She
don't
might not have to get a Twitter. We gotta step up our game.
Yeah, we need to step it up.
That was the tweet that Roxy got. She was like, it was like, Sarah obviously does not want a Twitter.
Yeah, 'cause she's actually focusing a little more.
Trying to win.
He's focusing more.
She's like taking meetings at like studios.
It's
like,
possible.
What are we doing here?
It's totally possible. Yeah, but Tropic Thunder's called something else. It's called like camera crazy something criers or something
Camera
like that.
cry.
Something like that.
You had a good point. Like he explained
defended
why
it
he did this
so
whole
much.
story about it.
I shouldn't have said that out loud so that he does
Yeah.
it again next week.
I won't do it again.
I
next
can't
week.
remember what
Now
it's like
over.
to win.
Darn it.
It's been
I
so
haven't.
long.
All right. We
I won all
are
weekend, but not in the movies.
Not at box office breakdown.
things we don't want to talk about. What we do want to
right.
talk about is more Tom Cruise. Hello, top 5 list of the week. Top 5 grossing films of Tom Cruise.
Minus.
We are not going to be including Mission Impossible
It's a juggernaut.
or Mission Impossible or
Austin
Powers in
Gold
Gold
Member.
It
Member.
was such a cameo.
Yeah, that was a real kind. Oh, yeah, and we
None
can't.
of
And we
those
don't do
are
franchises
counting.
here unless it's like a one franchise.
Yeah.
Any more than one movie.
So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, these are
4,
like
5.
kind of in the order that I like them. All right.
All right.
Number 5 is going to go to A Few Good
Yes.
Men.
Yes.
Back from 92. The adjusted rate is $276.9 million.
I feel like
it's a fantastic movie.
a movie like this won't make that kind of money nowadays.
No, absolutely.
No.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, no action.
Yep.
It's based on a play.
Because America is stupid now. They don't want these movies anymore, and the studios won't make them because they don't
I
make
want
any
them.
money. Yeah, we want them, but we can't see them.
I mean, this is like, I mean, it's below it, but this is like American Sniper
Yeah.
numbers. And again, that movie's a war film. You know, you're going to get high production. I love this movie. I think it does feel like it's based on a play because a lot of it takes place in rooms of just people discussing.
Yep.
You got
Which is
Tom,
great.
Yeah, but you got Tom Cruise when he was Tom Cruise. In his prime.
You got Jack.
Jack, who was the buzz about this film was all around Jack, and Demi Moore, who
Demi
was
Moore.
a big
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yes.
Kevin Bacon,
Oh,
Kevin
gosh.
Pollock.
yeah.
I forgot.
Numerous other people.
Double Kevins.
And Rob Reiner directed it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
he
read
was
something.
killing it in the early '90s, like Misery.
And Sorkin did the screenplay.
He did.
That's right. It was his first screenplay.
But Steven Spielberg randomly showed up on set the one day in a courtroom thing, right?
Okay.
And added the line. He heard the line, they were talking, and he's like, I want the truth. And it wasn't, you can't handle the truth. It was something else. Spielberg
This
goes
is
to
Spielberg?
Reiner and he goes, he should say, you can't handle the truth. And they relayed it to Jack, and Jack delivered it. And the rest
you
was history.
serious?
I'm dead serious.
Spielberg just walks in, drops,
Walks in just randomly.
boom.
And the other
Mike
thing is,
I'm
he
out.
probably doesn't. Most people would be like, "I need to tell people that was me," and he's like, "I
Yeah.
created this world. It's
Well, it's
fine."
the biggest line in that whole movie.
Yeah, it was in AFI's like top 100
Oh,
Yeah.
it is
Mo-
one of the most.
most quotable lines
Yes.
ever.
Spielberg probably got like $10 million just for like uttering that.
I don't think so. He probably was just like, "You can have
Yeah,
it."
he probably did.
There's so many
He's
stories.
friends with Rob. He's friends with Rob
yeah,
Reiner.
there's so many stories of Spielberg. Like
People were just like going in and being
he's
like,
he's
tweak, and it's
It's a
like
genius.
He's
When
like-
Steven talks, people listen. That's it. He
like-
said, hey, Tom, just change everything.
He's like an angel from the movie gods who just appears.
Yeah.
he drops movie
Yeah, he said,
magic
"You
and then
can't
leaves.
handle the truth." I mean,
amazing.
that's such a
fairy godmother of
yeah,
movies.
pretty much.
yeah. It's a pop culture.
like,
it's a phrase. Yeah. It's like, go, Jack, you can't handle the truth. Jack's like,
Making
you
my
can't
eyes
handle
water.
the truth.
Going to number 4 on his list is going to be War of the Worlds.
Yes.
Bringing in 296
Wow.
million. Also, just to point out, in case you didn't catch, our first movie for Tom Cruise started at 276
Yes.
adjusted.
Adjusted.
That's insane. And we're dropping out movies of this list.
This was a terrible movie.
Oh, War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It was a disappointment, but I wouldn't go as far as call it terrible. It's got some good moments.
Yeah, in the first 15 minutes.
It's like,
They were like, it was terrible.
Well, Spielberg and Cruise made 2 movies together. This is the lesser of the 2. I
Right.
think Minority Report is a fantastic film.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Love that movie. I wish it made more money. But War of the Worlds, it's one.
it was Spielberg.
If there's one thing that Hollywood loves, it's alien invasion movies.
Absolutely.
And when you have Cruise
this
and
wasn't-
Spielberg bringing one, I'm not surprised it made this much money.
Yeah, well, it had a lot of hype. But there's 2 crazy things about this. They shot in like the winter time in Virginia, and it was like freezing. And they were taking a long time to set up a shot. So most of the extras went into this garage to keep warm, right?
Okay.
And there was like a little fireplace over there.
Okay.
And Tom Cruise came in.
course.
And you know how he has that like really menacing glare? Everybody's like, man, it's cold in here. It's cold in here. Tom Cruise is like, watch this. Started glaring at the fireplace that lit up. I'm serious.
I thought you were going to go into like a nice story
Story
about
about
like
Tom Cruise
something like
helping out.
And then
motivational,
you know what he
he
did after that?
said,
And he
or like
started laughing like a
kind. Something kind. Like not demonic.
You know what the else crazy thing is? On the infamous Oprah taping,
Yeah.
Spielberg was supposed to be there with
really?
him. And I think if Spielberg was there, you wouldn't have seen the couch jump.
No.
But he called up at the last second because he had to do post on War of the Worlds.
Yeah, he probably would
Because
have.
he's like, we got a train wreck over here, Steve, and we need you. He's like, I'm going on Oprah. He's like, no, you're not. You need to be over here. Let Cruise go fucking crazy.
right before Cruise was about to jump on the couch, Spielberg would be like, Psst,
Don't do it. Yeah.
movie
You
guy.
can't handle the truth.
Then we go to The Firm, but
yeah.
from 93, bringing in adjusted
here we go.
$310.5 million. This is pretty much just the year after A Few Good Men.
That was a big flick. I mean, 93, it made
Yeah.
$158 million. That's a lot of money.
Adjusted 300.
Yeah.
And again, these kind of movies will not make this money anymore.
No,
It's
not at
insane
all.
to me.
No matter who stars in it.
The Firm was based on this is when John Grisham, his name was on the poster. It was going to make a lot of money.
Right.
This is one of those movies that I liked growing up, but I went back and watched it, and it's not that good.
Don't hold up, yeah.
Doesn't hold up. It's
Watched it a
not
long
bad,
time.
but it's nowhere. It doesn't deserve those kind of numbers, in my opinion.
Well,
Gene Hackman was very good in it.
Yeah, Hackman's good. The performances are good.
He was supposed to be Teasel in Rambo.
Well, a movie that does hold up, in my opinion, is our number 2 spot.
Yes.
Rain Man.
Yes.
And GM's picture in 88 is bringing an adjusted $351.5 million.
I watched this the other day. It's a fantastic movie. Still holds up.
I just.
yeah, that's what I just said. It's
Okay.
just a movie that.
It was, that was Hans Zimmer's first film score as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just recently bought this on Blu-ray, and I haven't seen it in years, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it because I loved it growing up.
In my opinion, totally.
$351 million adjusted. There would have to be Transformers on this road trip to these guys
absolutely.
in order to make this kind of money.
100%. Yes.
There's no way. It'd be Tom Cruise and John Turturro.
Oh, no, it'd be like the station agent with Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
But no, Jack Nicholson and
God.
Robert De Niro were
Considered?
Really?
Before
I could
Dustin
see De
Hoffman.
Niro doing it.
I can't see Jack doing it.
No,
but De Niro, because he did Awakenings with Robin Williams, he did it really well.
Yeah, I don't doubt De Niro, but I don't think Jack could have did it. I don't think Jack wanted to.
But Dustin Hoffman, so good.
Yeah, he spent a year with like an autistic kid.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
The toothpicks, was it toothpicks that they drop? Or matches.
Matches.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
Might have to Google that.
anytime you see somebody go in a casino, look at The Hangover. There's that scene where it's straight from Rain Man where
Iconic.
Zach Galifianakis is walking down, he's in a
iconic.
suit, head tilted to the side. Yeah, counting cards.
Put that in the trailer, boom, $300 million. Done deal.
Some people say like Tom Cruise's character in this movie is not the most likable guy either.
No, he's not.
'Cause
He's an asshole.
Yeah, and he kind of learns. He kind of has that arc where by the end, he realizes this is a real person.
That's why it won Best Screenplay.
And I think it won Best Picture that year. I might be wrong, but I think
I don't
it might
think he
have.
won Best Picture, but I know it. I'm almost positive it won Best Screenplay.
Won 4 Oscars.
Dustin Hoffman won the Oscar.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out Best Picture.
Thank you.
Wow.
One Best
JT.
Picture, one Best Actor,
Yes.
one Best Director, and one Best Screenplay.
That is,
it was also nominated for Best
the grand
Cinematography and art direction and editing and music.
That's the grand
You
slam.
hear that, John Campia?
Yeah.
I know
Bingo.
my
I know.
shit.
Yeah, Campia's toast.
Get
Ultimate
ready.
Showdown Thursday.
Guys, no shot.
I'm bringing it.
Yes.
And possibly I might be on After Hours on Friday. We'll find
That's right.
out.
That's a big one. Are you coming Thursday with us too?
No.
Then wear the dap booty on Friday for the after hours.
Make up for it.
Yeah.
We will see.
great
Moving on, Top Gun is our number one
Boom.
spot. Bringing in adjusted from this 86 film. Adjusted would bring in $389.9 million.
$179 million in
At the time.
1986. It's the highest grossing movie of 1986. That is a lot of money for 1986.
Man.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And guess what? He might be reprising the role.
That's right, in the
You
sequel.
hear this?
Yeah, he said he'd do sequel, but has to have no CGI.
You know, Val Kilmer didn't want to be in this movie. He's like, I don't want to do it. And then his agents and they were going to sue him, and lawyers were like, if you're not in it, you're going to lose a lot of money. So he had to do it, and it basically made his career. The guy's an idiot.
It's toothpicks.
Yeah, it is toothpicks.
It is
We Googled
Engineer.
it. Thank you.
That's a really nice photo.
I don't know if the show could have gone on if I didn't know that.
I
So
really
thank
wanted
you.
to know because I was like, in my head it's
How many-
matches, but I don't know if
he
it is
got
matches.
He got how many were there, right?
Yeah, he counted how
What's it,
many.
like 336
Because
or
it
something
said
like that?
how many were in the box and like how many was missing. It was so good.
Oh, that is actually pretty good.
Top Gun is. I mean, I was too young to remember the craze when it came out.
Yeah.
But it was one of those movies you kind of just watched growing up because
It
it's
was on
Top
every-
Gun.
and it's on
Everyone
every
knew
5
about
minutes.
it. Yeah, and I you hear the stories like every guy joined the Air Force.
Yeah,
like the numbers.
that's what happens.
It was just like when the Karate Kid came out.
Yeah.
The next year, there's a Karate Kid school.
Yeah, it was-
everywhere you go, karate classes everywhere.
Yeah, it was like they're like white hipster types like in dojos now.
I wonder if I was like right out of high school when this came out, if I would have joined the Air Force.
Maybe you would have.
Maybe.
I mean, you're very.
I can't picture-
You're very impressionable.
I can't picture being like a $1 million jet. Just
I bought the Rambo knife after Rambo.
oh, dude, I owned Rambo 3 and 2 knife.
Yeah, I had cars. I had everything going on with that. But the real Top Gun school fines anybody $5
Oh, if they say
if they say anything from the movie. Like if they
Really?
say we need the Need for Speed, or like sing any songs, or like put your if one of your buddies is in the shower and you put your leg up near his face.
Yeah.
So anything that relates to the movie, you're toast.
I'll tell you what.
$5.
$5.
$5 equals toast in this
Yeah,
world.
but I would do it like 40 times a day. I'd be at like $120 a day.
If I was in college around this time this movie came out, I would have just bought a jumpsuit, got some aviator glasses,
Yeah.
and just pretended like I was.
Yeah, they banned aviators from the flight school. You can't even wear them. No one could be Maverick. No one could be Goose.
Yeah, right.
Can't
Well,
even watch a Tom Cruise movie in the barracks.
are Tom Cruise's top 5 grossing films.
Really
I think
well.
he has a very, very strong grit list. What do you have
Real
to say?
quick.
Why are you putting it in my face?
Because we've gone over these favorite Tom Cruise film of all time.
Oh wow.
Pick one.
Oh my gosh.
I'll
that's
start.
hard.
For me,
Risky
it's
Business, probably.
Risky Business. Wow, that's a good freaking movie.
It's a great movie.
It's
Great.
Yeah.
It's well done. It's
Yeah.
that caper stuff, and that train scene with Rebecca De Mornay when they were doing the Phil Collins in the air tonight.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, yeah. You watch that
Sometimes
with
you
a
just
How
chick.
gotta
comes that
say
there,
fuck
though?
it.
Yeah, you gotta watch. Yeah, and Bronson Pinchot was in it, and Dudley Do.
So is that your answer too?
No, mine is Vanilla Sky.
Really?
Yeah, I love
Wow.
that movie. It's erotic. It's hot. It's
Interesting.
the best.
I'm gonna say
She's the saddest girl ever to hold a martini.
mine's not exotic at all, or erotic like yours guys.
Yeah.
Born on the 4th of July.
I
Wow.
knew you were going to say it. I knew you were
it's
going to
his-
say it. Depressing.
It is very depressing, but it's not only his best performance,
He
it
should've won an
might be
Oscar.
Stone's best movie.
Yes.
You know, I'm pretty sure
He should've won an Oscar for that.
Roxy's dad did part of the soundtrack for that
Oh,
movie.
she did, and she actually mentioned that to
I
me
think
recently.
so, or
She was in it.
something
She played
else.
Tom Cruise's legs.
I'm going to throw something
just
at
the
you.
left one.
That's mean.
I mean,
His legs.
it's a
his
great
fake
movie.
legs.
Though. If you guys have not seen Born on the 4th of July, revisit it. It's a masterpiece.
He should win an
of a
Oscar
movie.
for it, in my
depressing.
opinion.
It's his best performance, hands down.
Yes.
All right, well, we are going to move on from Tom Cruise and start to talk about the
Upcoming.
upcoming films. The one that I'm actually questioning most how it's going to do in the box office is
Shaun of the Sheep.
Shaun of the Sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, that one?
It's coming into like 2,000 theaters, or like
that's
2,200
There's
theaters.
no dialogue in the whole
Yeah.
film.
That is a typo, by the way. It's Shaun the Sheep.
It's Sean, yeah.
But
I
because
heard
it's supposed to be a play off of Shaun of the Dead.
Yes, I understand.
I made that mistake. Sorry.
Look, there's no dialogue in the whole film.
Is there really no dialogue?
Except some
There's
animal
humans
sounds.
in it?
Yeah, but animal sounds, and that's it. It will drive me berserk if I was sitting in the thing.
Wallace and Gromit opened to 16 million
Dude, Wallace and Gromit was really good too.
and 3,600 theaters.
Shaun of the Sheep. Kids are going to go there and be like, where the hell's the sound?
There's sound.
No.
It got
animal
2,000
sounds.
theaters though.
Kids, they love those things. They go pull it.
I don't know, it's creepy. It looks like he's going to kill
Dog
somebody.
goes bark.
It looks like Q*bert mixed with like, I don't know.
Oh, you look up there. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
This
is terrible.
Look it's definitely from the same people that Wallace and Gromit. It looks exactly
Doesn't
like
it have like
Shaun.
100 on Rotten Tomatoes right now?
Oh, dude, every time that
think.
guy makes a movie, like his last film was Chicken Run.
Who's this?
Before Wallace and Gromit was Chicken Run. It's the guy who created Wallace and Gromit. He
Mark
does
Burt?
the claymation stuff.
And this is doing 2,000
No, this
theaters?
is stop motion.
Stop motion. It's
I hate stop motion.
No, it's claymation. Claymation, stop motion is like the same thing.
Yeah. At least they...
We have some fact issues with Shaun.
I'm really glad they gave up
Shaun
on
the
that
Sheep.
Scanner Darkly stuff. I'm
Yes.
hoping that we don't
I
see that
hated
anymore.
that.
What a stupid,
Really, like
dumb.
It's like you film it and then you draw it over in crappy animation. Just
Yeah.
show me the actual footage.
They scrapped that.
It was the first time a Winona Ryder was topless and they animated it.
Yeah, they
It
scrapped
ruined
that.
the whole thing.
Yeah, it's
Well,
bad.
we will see. I have no idea
Yeah.
how Shaun the Sheep is going to do.
It can't be worse than Shaun of the Dead.
No.
What?
I hate Simon Pegg.
Okay, sorry.
He has some vendettas. this
Shaun the
week.
Sheep. I'm right there with you because I don't remember how Wallace and Gromit. How much would it open to?
Wallace and Gromit opened to like 16, but it
not
had more
Gromit.
theaters.
But
if this opens to 6,
yeah,
our lowest movie last week was what 10. 10.
Yeah.
Pixels came in at 10. It's going to drop down to possibly
This is in 2,000 theaters?
2,200.
that's not.
That's a lot of theaters. I might have to
It's not a ton
not
of
a ton.
theaters.
change up my top 5.
But
though.
if you look at, for instance, Southpaw. Take in Southpaw. Southpaw was in 2,700 and brought in 7.5 on a non-opening weekend in
it drops off,
2,700.
dropped off like a Jake Gyllenhaal movie
Yeah.
always drops
The
off.
thing with the things you got pixels. I guess you can't really count, but you got Inside Out and Minions still doing fairly well.
Yeah.
I think
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what
don't
this
know.
movie is going to do.
We'll talk about it.
Also, what is causing some debate is the next movie we're going to talk about, which is Fantastic Four.
this better be number one for the studio.
It will.
It'll be number 1. How much money is a question, but it will most
No idea.
likely be number 1.
I'd say 45 tops.
I think it's going to be more than that.
It's gonna make
I think
45,
it can. Well, let's look. The last Fantastic Fours, which did horrible, if
Yeah,
I'm not
well, they're horrible
mistaken,
movies.
we're still at Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer opening brought in 58. Fantastic Four, just the first one, brought in 56.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's when people had hoped they would be good.
No, that's hoping that Jessica Alba will wear a skin tight thing and then just take it off.
And she's
But she's not in it
that's the
anymore.
last girl I want to be invisible.
Yes.
But Miles Teller has a large following. So does Michael B. Jordan.
yeah.
Large in the indie world, but not so much in the blockbuster
Divergent.
world.
People loved him from
really?
Divergent.
I didn't know he was in that.
Yes, he's not a major
seen
role,
him.
but he's like a
Okay.
This will do mid
supporting.
40s. They'll do mid 40s. Yeah,
I
but there's
think-
no
I think
reviews
you can
yet.
hire that.
There's no reviews.
Sure.
The cast haven't seen it yet until I think tomorrow's premiere. That's not a good thing either.
No, oh yeah, that's not good.
I don't think it has good signs for like the reviews or anything like that, but I think that enough people are going to come out that it's going to hit over the 50 mark.
It'll have a
You
decent
think it's gonna hit
opening.
over the 50? Let me tell you why.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, this is why I don't think so. Number one, I agree with you. There's some somewhat Bengal stars, but there's not one real famous person in this movie. Like,
Right.
Okay, what is-
A-list, I'm talking A-list actor. Could carry.
I think that Miles Teller can be an A-list actor.
I totally agree with you. Is he right now? Not yet. This might put him in there. He's not Chris Pratt. He's not
No.
Tom Cruise.
No.
He's not an A-list draw.
They need. I think
But
they
you
went
have an
younger with this.
ensemble cast. You have a lot of people who are becoming recognizable names.
The biggest
I
thing
think
it
if you
has
look
is
at-
Marvel in front of it.
Right.
That's
And
the
they-
biggest thing you got.
And they went way younger. Like the last
Yeah.
Fantastic Four was like Michael Chiklis, who was like 60.
Yeah.
Jessica Alba's whatever. And then you got the other two.
And let's not forget, Rogue Nation.
Okay, what
did
is-
great, and it got like
Okay,
an
let's
A-
talk-
cinema score.
Yeah.
Talk about superhero franchises that have a following. What's the worst one you can think of that had like the worst reviews? if you're talking about like the amazing, like Spider-Man had horrible reviews and still
Yeah, it
opened to
was
60.
terrible.
And it is Spider-Man,
Well,
but that's
Spider-Man.
different. But the Green Lantern
That was terrible.
opened to
Yeah, so bad.
53.
Yeah.
Did it really?
People will
Yes.
see it, and that's
Yeah.
it. Because it's front-loaded
But
because
here's
it's
the
a
thing.
Marvel.
Ant-Man opened to 56.
Yeah.
I just think this is going to do a little less than that. So I'm
Same
thinking
here.
I'm thinking the 40s. That's all I'm saying is I'm thinking 40s.
I'll say
Okay.
44,
We'll
$45
see.
million
If
dollars.
Rogue Nation wasn't such a huge hit and has such good word of mouth, I
Yep.
mean,
That's going to help it.
it's going to take away a little bit from this Fantastic Four.
Correct.
That's true.
But again, who knows? We could be wrong. We've been 100 million off once before.
That's-
All right,
that's
another
correct.
movie that we should talk about is The Gift, also having
Yes.
a large release.
I want to see this.
I'm interested.
This is my worst fear. Like,
How so?
I just remember, like, in high school when I was talking about it, I was like, you have to be nice to everyone.
Yeah.
Because someone can crack and become
Yeah.
a crazy person.
Yeah, but then if you're too nice to them, then they think they're your friends and
Step
they just
over.
keep coming around as well. No, they keep coming
The
around.
golden rule.
So yeah, look, I'm nice to people all
Bullying's
the time
bad.
too. Bullying is the worst. Nobody wants to do that.
So what this movie is about? Because I've seen trailers. So basically, he bullied this guy, or I thought they just
There's
were in a
some
situation.
unknown
I think there might be some little
There's something
going on.
There's something
think
where
I think it might-
this one character
Jason
in the past
Bateman.
feels
Yeah.
other character
Oh, Joel
feels
Edgerton.
feels
Who directed it as well?
wronged by Bateman's character,
Okay.
but is coming or like there's some mystery surrounding
Mm-hmm.
that, and he is more or less stalking
Sounds gay to me.
Bateman and his.
They might have had a little gay fling in the gymnasium or something like that.
Honestly,
I don't know.
who knows?
might have
Who
blew
knows?
him under the
I think,
desk.
and that's the big draw of the movie is they
What
really
did- what did they?
they're not
do?
giving you any clues really, and you're just kind of watching. It's like, oh, I want to know what happened.
I like Rebecca Hall though. She's hot. So I mean, she was in Transcendence.
She's
which
good. She was
last
in the
movie.
town.
Yeah, she was. I think. Look, there was a movie called The Gift anyway in like 2000 with Katie Holmes.
Yes, she got topless.
But this looks. Yeah, she did. This looks creepy, and I like creepy
it was a
movies
big
like
point
this.
of the thing. That's why. I'm not creep.
I'm into this kind of these kind of movies. I like the stuff that goes on with these things. The presence on the door look pretty creepy. Now, who does he want to sleep with? Jason Bateman or Rebecca Hall? I don't know what's going on here.
It's also produced by Blumhouse, the guys that do like everything.
That
which-
doesn't help.
No,
but
that doesn't hurt because those guys they get these small budget films and they make
They
money.
make so much
Yeah.
money.
yeah, first weekend and they're done.
Yeah,
It does not matter.
But I
That's
like
how
the
horror
I like the
works.
cast here. I think Joel Edgerton's going to do a good job directing this thing as a first time director on a
Yeah.
big feature film.
I like
it.
Bateman,
Looks
too.
creepy. It looks small budget. These are the kind of movies I like. I'll go check it out.
It looks very like reminds me of movies like Fatal Attraction, which we talked about recently,
Right,
and
hopefully-
Unlawful Entry with Ray Liotta.
Is it R, Sarah? If
I
it's not
believe
R,
it.
I'm done.
Gift?
I believe
think
it is.
so.
That's
I'm
the
pretty
deciding
sure.
factor. 'Cause at least
Heard
I'm
it
going
here,
to see
people.
something.
It's
I got to see like an ass
grab.
grab. I got to see something.
It's loading. R.
Bingo.
Yeah.
R.
I'm there.
108 minutes.
I am there.
A young married couple lives in are thrown into a whoring tailspin when an acquaintance from the husband's past brings mysterious gifts and a horrifying secret to light after more than 20 years.
Bingo.
Yeah,
Bow.
there you go.
All right, moving on to another movie, Ricky and the Flash.
Ugh.
Not seeing this one.
This thing's a complete embarrassment for Meryl Streep. Terrible costumes. Her daughter's in it, which makes me think it's the
Oh, it's
only
her
reason.
daughter?
It's the only reason why she signed
Yeah.
on, just to maybe give her daughter some shine. Diablo Cody had one lucky hit at the right time.
Did she write this?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't
So
know that.
Juno was a lucky hit.
Okay.
Meryl Streep looks terrible. I don't know
Yeah,
what she's
she
doing.
doesn't look very- She's
like I
di-
said, we talked about
I
it
don't
earlier.
think she looks terrible.
You make a Juno right now, and nobody goes and sees it.
No scores
Well,
out
this
for
is no
this.
Juno.
No, but look, it's Jonathan Demme. There's a lot of people who've won Oscars here and done great things. I don't know. I just don't
So
like.
she plays like an aging rocker
She
whose
plays-
daughter is coming into the industry.
Yeah,
I believe that's what the story is,
That's
and
terrible.
like she's trying to like mentor her kind of because she's already like a famous star.
But there seems
I
to be
just-
some family drama.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know what.
it's gonna be cheap Diablo Cody, like over the head dialogue.
It's a
The
film.
characters' names are gonna be really stupid.
All right, but it also heavily relies on music, which
Yeah.
Meryl Streep, although Mamma Mia was a horrible film,
I never
she got
saw
a
it.
lot of credit for it.
Okay.
She can sing. It talks about Meryl Streep goes electric and takes on a whole new gig, a hard rocking singer guitarist Oscar-winning director. In a film loaded with music and live performance, Streep stars as Ricky, a guitar heroine who gave up everything for her dream of rock and roll stardom, but is now returning home to make things right with her family. She stars alongside her real daughter and Rick Springfield.
Rick Springfield's great.
Yeah,
he was in True Detective too.
Who's in love
Jesse's
with
girl.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: she'll probably get nominated because if she shows up in a Periscope, she'll get nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah,
these
pretty
days.
much. She better not get
It's
nominated
ridiculous.
for this. This is a piece of junk.
She was nominated for that movie last year,
The Woods.
Into the Woods. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
I know. And
There
she
were so
sits
many
there
other
and does
actresses
this-
that could have got a nomination.
Yeah, I mean, she could put on a sweater
There
and win
better
an
be
Oscar.
there better be a hamburger phone somewhere in this movie.
Yeah, hamburger phone.
That's
There
the
will
only
be
thing.
because Diablo Cody's cheesy. I mean, I get her background. She's a stripper and she got a hit. I'm not gonna hate on her that way. I just don't like her stuff. That's it.
We're going to move on. Also on this list, we had Diary of a Teenage
Sarah had
Girl.
nothing to say.
So I'm
just
gonna see
like,
Ricky in
ah.
a Flash. I'm gonna see that.
Just like, whatever. I mean, it's probably going to do similar to a combination of like Best Exotic Marigolds Hotel.
Yeah,
Some
I can see
that
that.
audience.
It's gonna bring out the older.
We will see. So it could bring in money.
Yeah, good.
This is not my top 5. I'll spoil it already.
Meryl Streep definitely has an audience that will come out and see her
Yes. Alrighty.
You guys go
So
ahead and put it in the top
that
5
is
then, see
what
how
we
that
are
goes
talking
for you.
about. There are other movies coming out, but
Yeah,
you
the
do want to throw them in there.
The last one here is Diary of a Teenage Girl. Rave reviews. I think it's above 90 on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's a great premise.
It was a huge hit at all the film festivals. If you could find it, check it out. It's I think it's gonna be somewhere along the line of what was that last film that just came out with the Meet Earl and the Dying Girl?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That had great reviews, but not as great a reviews for its theatrical
I
run.
liked it. I don't know. I mean, I understand maybe not everyone loved it, but it was a good movie.
It's a
I thought.
young
All right.
teenage girl starts fooling around with her
We-
mother's boyfriend. That's hot. Like that is hot.
there.
Yeah.
That's uncomfortable
It's
and bad.
Well, you
All
would-
right, we are getting.
Have you ever known a teenager?
We are getting
one of your
into
friends who
predictions.
hooked
We
up
are
with their
not
moms?
talking about
Okay.
this. We are getting into predictions now. And since
I think
someone
it's a
over
great
there
premise.
is you can start so we get your mind on other
Yeah.
things.
What about Cop Car?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh well.
Kevin Bacon movie. Director Spider-Man directed it. Check it out.
Blah blah blah.
Schmoes
All
liked
right,
steal
moving
a car.
on because
cop
we
car.
don't have many more minutes. Please give me your predictions so we can get some callers
You started
in here.
this time.
Okay.
I went first last week.
Ricky and the Flash is not going to be in my top 5. Neither is the Shaun the Stupid Sheep either. Because now I'm angry about Ricky and the Flash. It sucks, that movie. It's the worst. Okay, number 5, Ant-Man.
Oh, you're starting with 5.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, going backwards.
Bring in how much money?
Probably around. I don't think it drops off too much. Maybe 8 million.
Yeah, I think I so.
Tough. This is a tough week.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm
Ant-Man.
gonna go 4 Minions because there's nothing else in the marketplace technically that has sound in it.
Okay.
Minions probably around 10.
Okay. I think you're forgetting some things, but okay. Continue.
The Gift
All right.
And number.
at
Three?
3. At 12, maybe
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Mission Impossible and Fantastic Four. So Vacation is gone. Pixels
Wow.
is gone.
I was gonna say you took out
out
vacation.
Vacation's gonna make
You
$6
took out
million.
Vacation.
It made
Vacation?
14.
And you think it's gonna drop all the way to 6?
Nobody wants to see that.
14
They
for
proved
opening
it the
weekend
first
is
week.
pretty bad.
It's bad.
All right.
I mean, it did
Could
open
be true.
Wednesday, but it still only pulled 20-something million.
Yeah. If that did about 35, I'd be like, I would have Vacation in my top 5, but
All
at
right.
number 5.
All right. JTE, it is your turn.
You don't want to go last?
I like going last.
Okay. All right.
Keep in ya.
I'm going. She is number 1. It's going to be Fantastic Four. I don't think it's going to make up north of 50. I think it's going to be in that 40 area. If it does hit 50, I wouldn't be surprised. But that's where I'm going to put it. Number 1, Fantastic Four. Number 2, it's Mission Impossible.
Yes.
Mission Impossible is going to drop off less than 50%. I think it's going to be close to that 25 to 30 million range.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Mission Impossible number 2. Number 3, this is where I'm really struggling. I'm with you. I don't think Ricky and the Flash is going to have enough to pull in there. Shaun of the freaking Sheep or Shaun of the Sheep, man.
What is that
What
going
is
to
it gonna-
bring in?
What is it going to do?
It depends.
I'll go number 3, Shaun Sheep. I think
Wow.
because listen, kids movies do good. Listen, it has.
You're putting Shaun of the Sheep before The Gift?
Yes, I don't think the gift's going to do that well.
it's
The
wide.
trailers are not that good.
No way. It's a great movie. I'm going to go see it. When I go see movies and other people are going to go see movies.
All right, so number 4 is The Gift.
All right.
How's that? Number 4, The Gift, and then number 5, I guess I'll go Vacation.
So what about Minions?
Minions is gonna drop off.
What about Ant-Man?
They're both gonna drop off. They're at 12. They didn't even drop like 40%. They're gonna
What
be
was
like
that
around 6
movie,
or
The
7.
Loft, that came out?
That was terrible.
Yeah,
How much
horrible.
money did that make?
Like
I don't think
$3 million.
It made like 3 mil.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it didn't.
But that's not this. Jason
I know,
Bateman has a
just
fan
wondering.
base.
So Fantastic Four, Mission Impossible, Sheep, Gift,
I mean, you're going out on a
and
limb.
Vacation.
Like, if you get this, then you're good.
Honestly,
automatically
If he gets it, he's good.
I mean, listen.
I was even debating.
Go ahead.
I think The Gift could make a lot of money for horror right now. But we'll see. I will give Fantastic Four, yes, number 1 spot, bringing in, I think, like 50. Then Mission Impossible, then The Gift, then Vacation. And then my question is,
Vacation drops 40%. It's going to be under $10 million.
yeah.
It's not. It's going to drop 55%.
So is
It's gonna be like $6
everything
million.
else. Everything else is going to drop to less than 10.
Okay.
It will.
So it's a close game for that 5th spot. And I'm going to give it to, I'm between Ant-Man and Shaun of the Sheep.
You guys are crazy. Shaun of the Sheep is going to do like $5 million. $6 million tops.
I don't know. Wallace and Gromit is pretty popular.
Yeah, but this isn't Wallace and Gromit.
True.
And where are they promoting this on?
I'm
Pillow stores.
Yeah, like where?
it's
Sheep
like
store?
I feel like Ricky, Shaun of the Sheep, and Ant-Man are all going to be within like $1 million
that's our thing.
of each other.
Ricky could pop in
Ricky,
there, man.
Ricky better not be in the top 5.
It's going to be like Best Exotic Marigold.
No
and that
way.
opened, the second one opened to 8.
No way. Nobody wants to see Ricky in the Flash.
And
nobody-
like Danny Collins, like that movie did pretty well.
We get like $2 million.
I'm going fine.
I don't want to sway you.
Fantastic Four, Mission Impossible, Gift, Vacation. I feel like I'm being swayed. I was going to say Sean, but now I feel like I should say Ant-Man. I'm going to say Sean
Okay.
of the Sheep. No, I'm not. That's a lie.
I'm going to switch mine right now. I'm going to do Gift 3.
No.
Sean 4. The show's not
No.
over.
You
The show's
can't
not
do
over.
that.
When,
You know what?
can't do
you
that.
You know what?
telling me you guys never switched by the end
people
of the
on
show?
YouTube, it's whoever give it yes or no's. If it's yes, JT can change. He can change it. If not, he's gonna have to stick with it.
What are you talking about? We're within the 5 minutes.
You know what? We'll answer a call, and if they say
Gift,
yes or
vacation.
no, that's your answer.
I need a 5th thing.
Okay.
Gosh.
I've already got my 5th.
This is so difficult. Okay. Shaun of the Sheep.
Okay.
Oh, well. There, it's been said.
So they're all
It's been
different.
This caller's gonna have to see whether or not JT's change after he
Oh, and
already
we are
put in his
over.
thing. No, we're
Yeah.
good.
In
We
a
got-
matter of
Send that call
a
in.
minute.
Let's get a call.
Better be Dylan. Hey, welcome to Box Office Breakdown. Who do we got?
Hey, it's Dylan.
Hey, yes,
I
Yes.
called it.
Hey, we know we're not live here, but here's what happened. JT gave his top 5, right? And then Sarah started giving his, and
Yeah,
now JT,
I'm not a guy.
And now JT,
I'm a her.
Yeah.
Give it her.
And now JTE wants to change his. Do you think it's up to you? Is he able to change after stating it already, and somebody
And
else
after
went?
I went.
She was still
I
going.
was going.
Also, and it was a minute afterwards.
I was going and given my reasoning.
Did you forget a movie off the list?
No.
Or did you just,
No, I second guessed myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's on you, Dylan. It's a yes or no.
Here's the thing.
No.
No change. Yes. See,
You're dead to me, dead.
If you had forgot a movie,
Yes.
that's different.
I agree.
Second guessing, come on, JT. You have confidence in yourself.
yep. That's you know what? Wise words.
That's
I'm
some
going
sage
last
advice.
from now on.
I agree. I agree with you, Dylan.
I
totally agree.
haven't gone last in
So did
forever.
Sarah. So it was 3-1.
That's
JT
because
lost.
I hope
sit
the
on
gift
this side of the table.
All right, you know what? I'm
could.
still gonna pull the win out
Good.
because Sean's gonna get number 3.
JT has Shaun the Sheep number 1 overall.
No, I don't. I did not do that.
JT has Shaun the Sheep beating the Gift.
At number 3.
Do you think Sean?
Oh,
Come on. Do you think the gift could really pull that much money?
Yes.
more
A
than
kids,
Shaun?
Yeah.
a kids movie or a horror film that no one's heard of?
I
It's
mean,
not enough theaters.
but you got to look at those type of movies. Other than that,
Kids
Wallace
movies
and
are
Gromit,
killing this
the
year.
Curse of the
Home,
Werewolf.
Home
Yeah.
did horrible.
Yeah, but
That was the only one that pulled in over 10 million.
yeah, and Shaun the Sheep doesn't have any dialogue in it. It's a bunch of, and it's like black and white, and it's claymation
not black
stop
and
motion.
white.
It's like
It's 'cause the sheep are black
It's like watching
and
a Groucho Marx movie.
Wait, you guys, Dylan called to ask us either a question or give us a top 5. Dylan,
What's up, Dylan?
what's going on?
I just, to be honest, wanted to hear you guys talk some smack about Team Geek. because they talked some smack on one of their shows.
They did, yeah.
I
Campy
spoke a
said
little
something
bit-
about Ronda Rousey or something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
spoke a little bit earlier.
You look, I
You
don't know,
gotta
I
say
don't
it,
know
Tom.
this character Campia that much, so I don't know what his knowledge is, but I doubt it's better than JTE's.
Thank you.
So, and I know I'll blow Tiffany out of the water. So, do I think we smoke them entirely? Probably not, but I think we win. I think we win pretty easy for the most part. Is it going to be a shutout? No, but trust me, bet on us.
Here's the thing: we've been under the lights. We've been in a hot seat.
Yeah.
Campy never been there. I don't know how he's going to perform. I just meeting him on the street and watching the show, I feel like I know more than he does.
Yeah, I agree. If he wants to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, we'll figure it out.
There we go.
Hey, as long as you guys make it, because I have you guys winning the whole thing.
That's a good thing.
There we go,
We're
guys.
gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
I think we have a really good bracket this year. Team champs and team schmoes are in the other one. We could at least get into the finals. I'd be disappointed if we didn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think we have a good shot at taking the whole thing.
And my brain's cleared now too. It's
cleared.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have too much on
love-
my plate, so I'm good.
I love that there's multiple choice for you.
Yeah. Well, and ask a friend.
Yeah, and ask. Don't forget to ask me.
I got so much useless knowledge in my brain. It's unbelievable.
It really does come down to the categories, also. What you pull out of that hat.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if I get soundtracks and animation, I'm done.
Is there one category,
I do
Tom?
so well.
Is there one category you would like to see pulled out?
I could do action movies. I can
Sports?
do
Could you do
80s,
sports
80s movies, sports movies. Yeah,
I wonder if you would be better at sports movies than I do. Even though I've seen a lot of sports
I'm the
movies.
king of sports movies.
Okay, well there you go.
The king.
I don't know. I have faith in them. Thank you for calling, Dylan.
Thanks, dude.
You're awesome. We had so many winners this week, so thank you for letting us know.
Thanks, Dylan. You're the man.
Oh, the man.
We're gonna win it for you.
Yeah, we're
talk
gonna
to
take
you
it for you.
soon.
We'll take it home for you.
You guys have a lot of pressure now.
I know. we
Dylan
really
is
do.
counting on you.
So many
Everybody
people want
in the
me to-
world is. Nobody wants Campy to win. Nobody even wants Tiffany Smith to win.
Listen, we should. One thing that anyone that's watched Schmodown, anything can happen.
Yes.
Even
Okay.
if you have a large lead, you'd still lose.
Yeah, look what happened to Ken.
Yeah, you gotta bet that. You gotta bet the house, and you gotta hope you know that last
And
question.
the Machinima beat these guys last week too.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll be the
it's-
first Schmo crew to win so far.
I think we'll win pretty handily. Tiffany, if it's not Lord of the Rings or something about it, like a Christian movie or something, she's toast.
If she gets like DC movies, we might be in trouble. She
Yeah.
gets like
Yeah.
Marvel.
If she gets DC, you guys
movies.
are gone. Sorry.
I'm making sure nobody cheats on this thing too.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
You're making sure?
That's what I do.
I feel like that role should not go to you.
Well, I mean, it's all sleight of hand and mouth.
Exactly.
No
Well, you
trial
guys,
this year.
thank you so much for watching us here at Box Office Breakdown on the Popcorn Talk Network. As always,
Yeah, Friday.
I'm supposed to
Hopefully,
say
we'll be live next week. Hopefully.
I
We gotta get
I
the
said
trade
that last
embargo.
week, and now I'm like eating my own words. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say yes. Hopefully, in the near future,
The Chinese
we
to blame
will
for
be
this?
we
Who's
will
to
be
blame for this? The
live.
Chinese?
Stay tuned and watch
They love
these
us.
guys on the Thursday show.
Yes.
You might see on the After Hours
Schmodown.
show. We also
Mm-hmm.
have tons of other shows here at the Popcorn Talk Network. So watch them, rate them, subscribe, and follow them
Yeah.
on Twitter, please.
Yeah. At Bob Finstock.
At Schmoes JTE, Team BOB.
Yeah.
We're gonna win it all for
Thursday
the
Schmodown and Friday After Hours. It's going to be an interesting,
It's a good week.
drunk weekend.
If we get Stallone category,
Oh, man, it's a wrap.
it's over.
It's over.
Is there a
Stallone.
Stallone category?
No, there's a Rocky category.
Yeah, poof.
Okay, bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.